Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome to Barbara's Stamp Pad on this sunny, hot afternoon from San Antonio, Texas. I want to welcome you. When you come in, say hello. Get to my comments so I can see when somebody comes in. But in the meantime, if you have a birthday this month, happy birthday. I just celebrated my 51st birthday about 5 days ago. So, not really feeling it, but it's okay. I crafted all day, so I was in my happy place. So, happy birthday to everyone if you have a birthday in the month of May. Also, just a little reminder, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, you don't mind heading over to YouTube and subscribing and turning on your bell notifications. That way you know when I go live or I upload a video. I would totally appreciate it. So thank you, thank you. So what are we doing today? Well, if this paper looks familiar, it's because this is the monthly class kit for the month of May. It's also the album project, which I didn't look to see. I don't know if registration is closed for that already. I need to go double check. I don't think I said anything about it last week. Now that I think about it, oopsie. But we're going to be making 3 more cards using this paper. I wanted to play with this paper a little bit more. And I also wanted to, let me hide that so I can show you. I also wanted to play with my my new scallop die cuts that I got from Honeybee Stamps. So, and the cards we're using today uses pretty much every one of these other than the really, really small one. And I couldn't figure out what to do with that one, like that small one that's in the middle. So we're going to be using those. And then also, if you are interested, I need to put the link in the video description. I don't think it's in there right now. I think the only one that's in there is the cardstock shop affiliate link. But I'm also an affiliate with Stamp and Storage. And if you need to get organized in your craft room, these are their magnetic like magnetic, they're not sheets necessarily, but they're magnetic cards. They're very, very durable, and they're lightweight until you start adding your dies to them. They might get a little bit heavy, but the one that I'm using right now is, these are the ones that are about a little more than 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, something like that. So then there's also I have 6 by 6 size as well. So, and on the back, it is smooth enough where you can actually put some of your stamps if you need to put some stamps on the back as well, so that you can store them together. But these dies we're going to be using today, along with some other things that I've used when I used the first set of cards. And then I also worked on the project as well. Let's see. Hello, Rose from Palmdale, California. So thank you, whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube. I do stream to both platforms at the same time. So I will highlight comments as I see them pop up as long as I can. Hello, Donna is watching us from Facebook. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and if you're not familiar with me, I've been demonstrators for other companies, and now I have gone completely solo as of the beginning of May. So in the event descriptions, you're going to find affiliate links that I'm promoting for each video, and that is what helps to support this channel and helps to bring classes, ideas, projects, whatever it is. I go live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm not on camera today because today is a no makeup day, and I could not do that to you guys. I'm just keeping it real. I cannot do that. So In the class project and in the album project, which I have the album project right behind me, and I realized I never decorated the front, but I will show you guys a really quick, if you didn't get to see the video a few weeks ago, I'll show you a quick sneak peek of that, or just show it to you again. But with the cards that I'm doing today, we're going to be using the 6x6 paper pad. And I have this out because I wanted to show you, even though the 6x6 paper pack is literally just 6x6 in size, the image difference between the 12x12 paper and the 6x6 is like more shrunk. And let me give you an example. You're going to get all the same pieces that you would normally get in your 12x12, but like this yellow gingham right here. Did I grab that sheet? Probably not, because that's not one of the sheets that I used. Okay, so bad example. Let's see. Oh, I think I used all the sheets. That's why I'm not seeing them in here. Okay, so let's do this. Let's, here's the honey. There's the honey paper. And let me bring this down just a little bit. And then let me grab the honey paper right behind me. This is one of the papers that I used in the project and the cards. Where's the honey paper? The ones I'm looking through are in no particular order. There we go. All right. Let me flip that so y'all can see the difference. So see how with the honey, the 12x12 paper, your images are a lot larger, whereas in the 6x6, it's like they're shrunk, which is fine. It's fine. You still get the same, you still get the same design. They're just not as big. But that's just one example, so you can see that. And then the other one, well, I can't show you the 6x6 pad because they've already, you know what I'll do? I'll hold on to these, and as I show each card, I'll show you the biggest, the 12x12 paper, because there is a difference. And I'm not going to show all the papers because I've showed them before, but if you really like this paper today, you can visit that affiliate link with scrapbookshop.com and go grab your paper, whether you like the 6x6. I think this is like $6.50 as opposed to $13 or $14 for the full 12x12 pack. But there's also coordinating cardstock as well that you can add on to your projects or your cards, whatever you're working on. And then I am going to be using, these are Echo Parks, I have these folded down, designer stamps, these photopolymer designer stamps, where I'm going to be using some sentiments from both of these stamp sets. So I'm going to try to make sure, I got to go back through my list and make sure that I got all of the supplies that I used and where I got them from. That way, if you're interested in any of those, you can use those affiliate links or referral links to go get what you need. Thank you for sharing, Donna. Hello, Jackie. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Did I do that? Oh, I did. Okay. Let me get back to my comments. All right, it says many times over for the smaller. Yeah. And it's cheaper too. It's cheaper too. So, and you can still use the scraps, because I ended up using on some of the cards, I used the coordinating paper, part of the paper that was on the card. What I had left over, I ended up using to decorate envelopes. So yeah, we are trying to really focus this year on using our scraps. Let's use those scraps. All right, y'all, look at this. Okay, so the babies. In the top right-hand corner, that would be Smokey. The babies are at least 3 weeks old. And to the bottom left of Smokey is Miss Lola. It is indeed a female. They told me they were both little baby boys when I got them, and they're not. Mr. Smokey is a Mr. and Miss Lola is a Mrs. So those are the brother sisters that I still have. Everybody has made it upstairs. I did some cleaning upstairs and set up their kitten room area. And they are happy. They're in these quadrants. So they're separated because I picked up this little fella yesterday. This is Nico. Nico, I was told is about 3 weeks old. So I tried to give him a bottle because the other ones are still drinking from a bottle. And he acted like he didn't want it. And I was like, what? So when I looked in his mouth, he has his canines and a few other smaller teeth. So he is like eating on his own, which is fabulous. To a bottle baby foster, when they start eating on their own, that is like a magic time. It is a magic time. But right now, him and the other two, they're separated, but they can still see each other. So there's some clear partitions that I'll have to upload a picture later, but they can all see each other. So yeah, so we have happy times upstairs. They ate a few hours ago, so they'll be good for me as I go through my live. Hello, Marsha. Donna says, I need to as well. All right. So where am I? Oh, I'm going to give y'all some sneak peeks too. Afterwards. I'm going to give you a sneak peek to next month's. I got my papers in to next month's class kit in the mail. I am going Cowboys. I wasn't too happy with the stamps that were coordinating. Like, they're cute stamps, don't get me wrong. But for sentiments and something that I wanted to invest in, I just wasn't too crazy about it. So I found some other ones. I'm waiting on those to be delivered. So they'll be here in plenty of time so that I can. And I'm going to show y'all this paper. And then these are some more sneak peeks. I got this paper in too. I'm going to show that to y'all. This is going to be a summer project, America the Beautiful. And I'm so glad I chose this paper because it is gorgeous. And then also, we got a scrapbooking series coming up. And this is going to be using Echo Park's Our Baby paper collection. Cute. Y'all voted. I asked and y'all voted. So thank you to everybody. I wanted to do scrapbook pages. I really didn't want to do a project, but I was kind of itching. I don't have any babies, but I know a lot of you out there do and have grandchildren and, neighbor ladies that might have babies. And I wanted to choose a real neutral theme. They do have specifically baby girl and baby boy paper, but I wanted to choose something that was neutral that anybody could use. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all that paper here at the end. Yes, Rose, kitties are so much fun. I foster with the city of San Antonio, the animal care services. So it is kitten season, and everybody's busy. Everybody that's fostering is busy right now and not really getting any sleep either, which, when you get past that stage where you haven't had sleep in a while, you're just like delirious and you're delirious and just operating off pure adrenaline. And the fact that, you see them grow and they get bigger and their own accomplishments that they're making, it's very, 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 very rewarding. All right, so here is the first card that we're going to make, and I did put together coordinating envelopes. So I had a couple of choices with this one, and I decided to go with the black gingham for the flap, the envelope flap, but I very well could have gone with this paper right here, but I kind of like the black gingham. So yeah, so we're going to go with that. So let's make that card first. And let me bring this down just a little bit. I am nursing a little boo-boo on my finger. And that is just it's just an ulcer. It's a finger ulcer that won't go away. And it doesn't matter what I have a prescription for it. It's some nitrobid ointment, but I have to do it like every other day because it gives me headaches. because it's essentially nitroglycerin cream that goes on there. So, all right. So we're going to start out with, I don't think it's not on there. It's on another sheet of paper I have. I will write down the measurements for you guys. So if you want to recreate these cards with complete measurements, or maybe you like the design and you just want to substitute with whatever own paper that you have, you can certainly do that. All right, but this is just going to be our first layer of paper. And then part of the coordinating cardstock to this is going to be this piece of yellow. I don't know what the official names are, and I'm not trying to learn all new names, because I know these colors probably aren't maybe like permanent colors. I don't know, but this is a yellow that coordinates with the papers. There's a few different colors, shades of yellow. And the one it coordinates with is like that little flower right there. So we're going to put this piece on kind of at an angle. And then this is where our scallops start coming in. So many different size scallops. And I don't remember how much I paid for this, but it was very reasonable considering the amount of scallops that you get. And these are all for A2 card sizes, which is what we're working with. But I did die cut this one out with this particular scallop. And for this one, we're going to pop this one up. Look at the back of the paper. It's always so hard to choose what side you want to feature. But the good thing is all of these coordinate with each other, so you almost can't go wrong. But you don't want too many images and patterns. I mean, you can do it if it's done like tastefully, but too much is like too much. You know what I mean? So you want to break it up with some solids and then maybe bring back another pattern. And we're going to put this one kind of sideways like that so that we can see a little bit of those four corners. Now on this one, this is the next size down scallop. You can't see it, but there is a stitch to each one of these on the inside of the scallop. There is a stitch to the inside. And for this one, I'm just using, in all of these cards, I'm just using just a regular black ink. This is close to my heart. It is close to my heart's black ink, but you can use like Memento or any other black. And honestly, you've got so many other colors in here that you could also work with. A green, yellow might not stand out as much, but even like a green or like a burnt, I say burnt, but like a burnt yellow, orangish kind of color would work. But on this one, I liked one of the stamps because it pretty much filled this entire inside of the stitch. And it says Hive rules: be honest, be kind, be positive, be grateful, believe in yourself. I kind of like that. So we're going to put this in the middle, and hopefully I'm doing this sideways. So hopefully I just stamped that straight because I didn't cut any other ones. Perfect. All right, now even these right here, these are going to go up on dimensionals as well. And I'm just going to put these down the center. Just to put one down the center. You're going to see this card come together really cute and quick. Okay, and on this one, what we're going to do is we're going to put this right in the center, upright, okay, so that you can see the scallop all the way around, and you can see the black check all the way around as well. Okay, also, this is one of the ribbons. This one came from Michael's. This is one of something that I used off of the project in one of the first cards, the monthly class kit cards. And we're just going to make a small bow. We don't want it to be a big bow. So I like making my bows off of the rolls because then I can control how much ribbon and how big I want the bow to be, as opposed to cutting it too short and then having to start over. And I just folded over my tails there so that I could make one cut and both of my cuts would be even. So that's a nice little tip if you struggle with getting your slants going at the same direction on both. Just fold your tails over and determine which slant you're going to use, and then cut them at the same time. Okay. It always helps to have a couple of extra pairs of scissors too. And this one I put a little piece of twine on it to remind me that these are the ones I'm going to use to cut my ribbons with, so that I get nice, good, sharp cuts. And then my other one is just for cutting anything else. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to build up our little flower arrangement right here on the corner. And so easy. Okay, so let me grab all my little pieces. And we got my little black one right there. I think I seem to be missing a piece. Okay, I'll find it. So our black little center, I did do this with the black cardstock, the coordinating cardstock, but black is so universal that not only is it universal, but pretty much most of these other colors can be. So if you don't want to get the coordinating solids pack, I'm pretty sure between other papers that you have a paper that matches. But if you're like me, it has to be like coordinating, right? But black, you can pretty much get away with just using anything. Okay, so I have all these little die cuts, which do come from the coordinating dies that go with all of this. Echo Park has a bunch of different products that go with the collection. It's not just paper. You've got stamps, you've got dies. You can get paper individually. So if you like maybe one pattern of paper more than the other, then you can definitely do that. And oh, you know what? The little one was supposed to go there. It's okay. I am just folding my little die cut leaves so that it gives me a little bit extra dimension and not everything is so flat when I go to put this on. And let's put this one going this direction. And then I know I have another die cut. Let me just grab it real quick. I'm wondering if it's here and I've just already misplaced it. Y'all know me, I'm notorious for losing things that I just had. It's a long one, is what it is. And let me make sure it's not still in my, no. All right. And some extra ones right here. There we go. It's that long one right there. I get a chance to make an extra one. Is that two? Oh, there's two of them on there. I'll always use an extra scraps to make me a couple of extras. I'm feeling two. Yeah, that was two of them because I did two of them at one time. So on some dies, you can get away with doubling up and cutting two things at one time. So some of these smaller ones, that's exactly what I did. Let me, uh-oh. Sorry, it fell on the floor. I went to grab it. I went to go pull it off my glue dot and it totally like flew out of my hand. So let me grab a glue dot and we're going to put these along the back. Okay, so that's what you see. That's what you see on the front. And then on the back, you see all that all that yuckiness where everything kind of comes together. And we're just going to put a dimensional right there in the center. And we're going to soften up this little corner down here with this flower. Okay. And then I have some Concord and ninth honeycomb enamel dots. I want to say I got these off scrapbook.com because I couldn't find something that coordinated with off of Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to put a couple of these little embellishments. And a small one, I did take a small one and I put it on the eye on Kind just to space out my embellishments. Okay, so that is the card. And then I am still using up the rest of my close to my heart envelopes. And then I happen to have the envelope dies. So these only fit these particular envelopes, and these are no longer available. But if you have another envelope die that you can dress up, throw something on the flap of your envelope. Here we go. Okay. And I don't know if you can see that, but there is a stitch along the edge of it all the way around. So you get that, you get to dress up your envelope, help use up some more scraps you might have. But that's card number one. That is card number one, with some high rules about being honest and kind and positive and grateful and believing in yourself. But yes, I love it. I love it. All right, so that was card number one. Card number two, we're going to work on a thank you card. Very, very easy. Let me catch up. Hello, Marcia. Thank you, Jackie. All right, so card number two. Get my pieces out just to help this go a little quicker. I love these card bases. They were already cut and scored, pre-scored. I mean, you can't go wrong when it comes to stuff like that, right? All right, so this one is a portrait card as well. Let me bring that down. And what are we doing first? We've got this piece of white cardstock, and I've embossed it with a hexagon embossing folder. Now, I'll be honest with you. I questioned myself when I bought this because something didn't seem right about it. I don't know if I was just looking for like a plain honeycomb kind of embossing. But this is what I ended up getting. So I decided to go ahead and use it. I don't know. I kind of like, on one hand, I like the depth of it. But on the other hand, I'm like, I don't want to look like honeycomb. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I know what I was expecting. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But I went ahead and decided to use it because it does give some texture to this paper. Now on this card, we're going to cover up the whole front of the card. So this piece of white cardstock is going to go on the far right of the card, flush with the top, right, and bottom. And was that straight? Does that look straight? I don't know. Let me double check. Let's try this again before I really press it down. It looked like it went on a little crooked there in the end. There we go. Okay. All right. But see that hexagon? I don't know. I went with it. I went with it. All right. So we have these three pieces of pattern paper. Two of these pieces are, one side are these hearts. So you have to make sure that you have them going in the right direction. And the flip side to that are all these flowers. Okay. Now what I did also is I took the largest die. So I took the largest die on here And I cut it out with some of the coordinating green cardstock that was part of this. And we're going to build a little mat before we put this down so that we can stretch some ribbon across it. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to get a little bit of adhesive on the back side of this, kind of going all the way down. That was my husband that sneezed, if y'all heard that. And we're going to mat this piece right behind. And I'm using the little scallops as guides because I want to show a couple of scallops on the bottom and a couple on the top. But you can also line it up using, your stitched edge to this edge right here. And we're going to be covering that up. So don't worry if if you don't get it exactly as you'd like it. Now on this piece, we're going to flip that around and we're going to put adhesive along the back here because we're going to take this piece right here and we're going to mount it right behind a little bit. Is that straight? Is that straight? Does it look straight, Barbara? Oh, let's smooth this down a little bit. It needs to be in line with this piece right here. Yeah, mine's a little bit off, which is okay. I'm just trying to get it straight. Maybe I should do it on the back. I'm going to use one scallop. There we go. We'll just do that. I just lined it up on the back because it was easier for me. Okay. Now let's put adhesive all the way around this for a couple of reasons. Okay, let me get some down the center. So we have adhesive all around the back of this. We are going to take an 8-inch. Is it 8-inch? I don't think it needs to be. I think it needs to be like 6 inches. But I'll do 6.5 just to be on the safe side. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of ribbon. The ribbon absolutely needs to be longer than this mat because what we're going to do is flip that over. We're going to take that piece just like that and see how it's going to fold over on the top and bottom. We want to make sure that when we go to fold it over on the top and then pull it, don't pull it so tight that your paper wants to pull like that, okay? But it needs to be tight enough to where it lays flat. And then that way you can take the other piece on the bottom and fold it over. But you want to make sure that it attaches to adhesive on the top and the bottom. And since we already have adhesive around everything else, we can go ahead and put this piece down and fill in this whole area to your left. And this will overlap this embossed piece right there. Okay. All right. Then we have a yellow that is in another size of scallop die cut. And then we have the next size down that fits perfect when it comes to thank you so much, the sentiment we're going to be using. So let me get my thank you so much. Get that inked up with just a black ink and put that right in the center. Uh-oh, I hear a kitten. I hear a kitty. All right, so this piece right here, we're going to go ahead and put this directly down on the center of this yellow. Okay. And then let's pop this up. Look at that pretty blue on the back. So pretty. So next weekend is Memorial Day weekend. Does everybody have plans? What are you doing? Are you celebrating? Remembering someone? Be safe whatever you do. Just be safe. We are going to put this down You can overlap the scallops a little bit. I think I overlapped mine. Or you can move it over if you want to show off that full scallop there. But I'm going to put mine where it overlaps it just a little bit. It is too hot here in Texas. We are going absolutely nowhere. Nowhere. All right, remember this little bee? I stamped him. And if you have a yellow that coordinates with this, go ahead and color them. This is the Honey Butter shimmer brush from Close to My Heart. I need to use all this stuff up, so we're going to be using some stuff until it is used up, and then we'll replace it with something else. But this has a little bit of shimmer in it. It's equivalent to like Wink Stella, but it has color, and I have all the other colors too, so I gotta start using those. All right, now I guess I could have done this before, but we're just gonna fussy cut this little fella out and then attach him with the dimensional to the side of our card. Right. It's radio silence as I cut. Sometimes I realize when I'm doing something so, tedious like this, that if I start chit-chatting, I trip over my words, or I start repeating myself because I'm trying to cut and talk at the same time. Sometimes it's just easier to be quiet. Try to focus. Oh my goodness. We're almost done. Fussy cutting. Of course, if you have a bee die or a bee punch or something like that, you could totally substitute this little guy for something else. I just wanted to put something over here on the right hand side, so we're gonna pop him up with a dimensional. You can get the backing off and pop him up, just kind of hanging out right there in the corner. Okay, and then let's get some dots on and let's finish our bow. We still have a bow. We're gonna put one of these big ones down here. Put one there, and put a little one. Put a little one on the inside right there. And then I think I had one up here. Let me put one right there, and let's use a medium size for that one. And then we have a drawing, so don't forget we have a drawing. Oh, I gotta go pull a prize. I know what I'm gonna give away. I gotta go pull it though. And then we're gonna finish this off by, I think I used a 12-inch strip just because I went ahead and cut the piece off so that I could make my bow and make sure it was going to be what I wanted it, how big I wanted it to be. So I just slid that underneath and tried to get it. You want to make sure it's even though when you go. All right, let's try this again, Barbara. We'll slide that underneath, make sure it's even. Try not to. There we go. That way you have good links on both sides. And then you can adjust it. And then we're going to make our bow. And then if you need to trim off anything, I'm just pulling it sideways. You need to trim off anything, which I will. It looks like it's going to be the bottom. And then just adjust your bow, pull your tails, pull it tight. Adjust it however you need to adjust it. And let me trim this a little bit more. There we go. All right. And then our envelope. Get some adhesive along the edge, right on the edge. Oh, there's my extra envelope. I was missing an envelope, and I put 2 of them in here. And I knew I had pulled. I want to get it right on the, right where that fold is, but not on the fold, so that this will fold down easily. There we go. Cute. You can also stamp the front if you wanted to stamp the front, but that is card number 2. Thank you so much. Let me catch up on some comments. You love the gingham? Yes, Rose. We give prizes here, so it pays to it pays to watch, and you earn prizes by liking, commenting, sharing. That's the big thing. If you share any of my videos, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, you get an extra entry each week for the video that you shared. But then at the end of the month, actually the beginning of the next month, I do a drawing for the previous month, and anybody that shared any of my videos, it goes into a special drawing, and those prizes are a little bit elevated. There's more value to those. But yeah, but you can only win if you're doing all of that. But if you're watching from Facebook or even YouTube and you share my videos, you do have to come back in the comment section and tell me that you shared. Just type in shared. You'll see other people doing that because the privacy settings are different for everybody. And depending on your privacy settings, I don't know if you shared. Like, it doesn't tell me everybody. It'll only show me like 3 or 4 people on the list that I can see. And so when I look at the comments, when I go pull the drawing names for that. All right, here is our final card. Simple, very streamlined. You can see there's not a whole lot of dimension to it. There's some to it, but not a whole lot. But I wanted to do layers with this one. So you can see you got some different layers going on with this one. And let me get all my pieces. This one also is a landscape card. Oh, I'm also waiting on my personalized stamp to come in. So, and then when I get it, I'll have to share with you where I got it from. Let me take a sip of my Sprite. I'll have to share with you where I got it from and show you all the other stamps. So if you're looking for a personalized stamp that's reasonable in cost, I can give you that information later. Show you all the different designs that they have. All right, so we're going to be using this particular patterned paper, and we're just going to mount this right in the center of this coordinating black cardstock. Okay. And then let's go ahead and take these. I don't know if I have any mods in the chat. I didn't look to see. Hopefully my mods are doing okay. I don't always get the chance to see comments while I'm got my face down. So Beverly and Shannon are usually in here to help answer questions. Here's another size scallop that we're going to use, and I wanted to use a vellum. Sometimes you just got to use vellum. And on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive down the center. That way it sticks, but then you don't see, glue dots or any other adhesive on your corners. And it does help. You can still see through it, like around. You can still see through it. And then we have the next size scallop, which I used this one before in card number 1. That one's going to go in the center right there. But before I put this down, I want to stamp the little bee up at the top. So let me grab our black ink and our little bee that's buzzing around. And let's stamp this one up in the corner, just like that. And then let me move this off to the side because I have another size. We're going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment while I have this ink open. And this one says, "Just be you." And let's stamp that right in the center. Just be you. And then we are done with stamping, so we are going to close those up. Let's go ahead and mount this. We can go ahead and put this one up, and we're going to put this one up with, what is that? There's two of them on there with some dimensionals. I'm going to put one in the center just to help stabilize the center there. And let's bring back our card. Let's go ahead and put that in the center. I love the stitching. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then I have these little honeycomb. I have these honeycomb dies. They were from Echo Park. I did get another set that were larger that I'm going to be using on a scrapbook page that I'm working on. The scrapbook page with this paper, y'all. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a video that I'm going to pre-record and then I'm going to upload later this week. So make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel so you know when I upload that video. But we're going to put these little honeycomb, and I use that pattern, the patterned honeycomb design, and we're just going to put these are going straight down. Oh, I hope I left enough over here. I think I did. I think when I did my sample, I put these on and then stamped afterwards. Okay, I did. Yay. All right. And then I just happen to have a scrap piece of some ribbon. And we're just going to do that number. We don't need a very big piece, just a scrap. So that's why you want to hold on to your scraps. And I am putting I put a glue dot on the inside so that when I go to fold it, oh, did I do it too low? Let me put another one. I think I did that one too high, actually. Grab that. Go. That way when I go to fold this, it sticks together like that. And then I'm going to put another glue dot on the front so that I can put this right behind. I think I want to have it go that way. There we go. I'm going to do it that way. And then let's get a couple of dimensionals on the back so we can pop this up. And then I think I can slide that other one in later. Should I? Oh, let me just leave it alone. I'll slide it in. All right, so let's go ahead and put this down. It's going to cover that up a little bit anyway. It's okay. Okay. And then I did die cut one of the leaves. I only did one out of a scrap piece of the pattern paper that I have, so it matches this bottom layer. Let's get a glue dot on the back of that so I can slide that. This is where I was like, there we go. Just slide that back behind there. That way you've got a little bit of decoration coming out of there. And then let's grab some enamel dots and let's throw one right there. We'll put a medium one right here so we can space these out, and then we're going to use a tiny one right here. Press those down. What's next? Our envelope, and then we'll be done. Then we will be done. So don't forget, if you like this paper, the affiliate link, and just to remind you, with the affiliate links, I do get a small commission when you use my affiliate links, but it does not cost you anything extra. It's basically like that company is saying, thank you for showing our products. I'm trying to get it right on the line, and I'm talking at the same time. Can I see that? I'm looking at it sideways too. It's basically like the company saying thank you for showing our products and what we have to offer. So that's how they reward me. And if I'm not an affiliate with somebody, I have a referral link, and then I will always put that in the event description as well. That way, you get points, I get points, we all get points. It's kind of like the Oprah of points, right? Everybody gets points. All right, so let me bring all these cards back. Let me bring this up just a little bit. I don't know why everything always looks so crooked. Okay, we have coordinating envelopes. Tell me, which one is your favorite? Personally, I like number 1. I like number 1. That would be my favorite. If I had to choose, okay, so choose number 1, number 2, or number 3. And I will make sure that I post measurements in the video description. I have to give me a little bit to pull those all together and make sure I got them all. But there you go. That way, if you decide to buy this paper, or if you have paper that's similar to this and you want to recreate this, then you have measurements. You can go ahead and do that. So basically, this is like a free class. You just have to supply your own materials or buy your own materials. Let's see. Jackie says, number 1. You like number 1? I like number 1. I do. Take a sip of my Sprite. All right, so while y'all are voting on which one's yours, I'm going to get to my other screen and make sure that I'm logged in so that we can do a prize drawing. There. Oh, did I do that right? I did. Okay. Yay. All right, so let's share. I'm going to share my screen. So if you are here just for the demonstration and you need to go, you can go. Okay. We're going to do a quick prize drawing, and then I'm going to show y'all some of those papers, and then hopefully we will wrap up this hour really, really quickly. But you're more than welcome to stay as well. Okay. So stay. Just stay. All right. Rose likes number 1 too. Yes, I like it. I love it too. All right. Where's my screen? Share. There we go. All right. So last week I made the, let me shuffle this. Last week I made the Mother's Day 12 by 12 shadow gift box using a picture of my own mama. And so this is everyone that I could find on Facebook or YouTube that that liked, commented, and shared. And did I get everybody? Yeah, I did. I want to make sure I saw shares on there twice. So good luck. Oh, what a surprise. Hold on. Let me go grab it. Let me grab it. I know what it is. I know I can't see it right now. Like I can't see. I want to make sure there's not a glare on here, but I'll show. Let's do the prize drawing. This is going to be Doodlebug Designs Happy Healing cardstock and petite print sampler. So it's a sampling of some paper from Doodlebug Designs, and it's a 6x6. And I'm going to show it to you here in a little bit. I don't think I want to open it, but I think I can open it. All right, so good luck, everyone. Pen ready so we can write down a prize winner. What's the prize? Who is it going to be? Ah, it's Paula. Paula Brinkman. Congratulations. Let me stop sharing. What'd you win, Paula? What'd you win? This is it. Doodlebug Designs, Happy Healing, cardstock, and petite print sampler. So basically, remember I was telling you about the 6x6 paper pad? I guess they call that petite paper, petite samplers. But This is completely new in package, Paula, but I want everybody else to see in case they like this paper and they want to go get this themselves. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. Look, if you're in the medical field, this is going to be right up your alley. Look at all this. It is double-sided. Oh my God, so cute. Look at all these fun colors. Wishing you a speedy recovery. You got some flowers there. So it's a sampler. And then let me see if I can flip this over. The other side is got some coordinating. So congratulations, Paula. I'll put that back in there after the video. But congratulations, Paula. Okay, got a couple of minutes. Let's see. That's where I'm going, Rose. All right. So let me move this out of the way. Okay, I will show. Let me show because I have it here on top. Let's look at this cowboy paper first. Let me pull this up a little bit so you can see the whole kit and caboodle here. All right, so that's just a little insert. Look, guys. Look. Oh my gosh. Hear how thick that is? Oh my goodness. And then there's the flip side to that is all kinds of different cowboy boots. And then you have, I'll make sure this is on the right here. Then you have this wood grain plank flooring kind of paper. And then the flip side to that on some of these, not all of them, but like half of them have these different cards so that if you're doing maybe some pocket scrapbooking, you can also use some of these pre-printed pieces as well. And then we have, you can't have Western without gingham. Come on now. Look at these colors. And the edges are pretty much like already distressed. So if you're using this for a project, the whole thing, then you have that already built in. And then you have all these images that you can also use. And then look at that. Oh, by the way, this paper, this is Cartabella paper. This is not Echo Park. I'm going to be buying pretty much both, but this one, Cartabella makes this one. Okay, and on the back of that one, you have these particular cards, pre-printed cards as well. And then don't forget, at the bottom of your cardstock, even with the Be Happy, you do have these little strips down at the bottom that you can get away with using. They're not full zip strips like Close to My Heart's paper was, but there's some usable pieces down here at the bottom as well. So to make sure that the other side has product information, but on one side, on each of the pieces, you do have a strip that you can use. And then look at this handkerchief type. And the piece down there says Grand Teton. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And then the back of that is going to be a map of the Grand Teton National Park. So even if you travel a lot and you've been there to this national park, this paper would be right up your alley as well. And then look at that. Look at that. Everything's very distressed, which is nice. And the flip side to that is, looks like stars is what it looks like to me. But the blue is just gorgeous. And then you have this plaid. And the flip side to that are these pre-printed cards. And look, so many different designs. I'm going to have so much fun making next month's cards. And then the other side of this is a bunch of saddles. Look at that. Got some stripes happening there. Some mustard kind of stripes on the back of that. You have a bunch of guitars. Love it. And this looks like it could be its own full page because I hope you can see that. It looks like you can. You've got a moon. And then you've got this. It's like you're on the ground looking up. And you've got all these trees and these stars. And then you've got the moon right there. And the flip side to that are these larger cards. These different sayings. And then we got a couple more. This, I love it. Backside to that is like another map. And then you have this one, Home on the Range. And the flip side to that is going to be a very, like a sky. Like, I get it, but I'm not, there's other ones I would choose. But if you need a good background for something, that might be something worth. But that is the, let me bring that back here. This is what you can also get from scrapbook.com. And I believe they do have the 6x6 paper pad on there as well. But this is the Cowboys paper collection from Cartabella. Cartabella. And then somewhere, I could have sworn, oh, I missed it. Here we go. There's a sheet of stickers. On top of that, you've got a sheet of stickers. So with your paper collection, not only do you get all of that cardstock, but you also get a sheet of stickers that you can use as well. So that is the Cowboys. That's what I'm going to be working with for next month's card kit, class kit to go. All right. Y'all. Let me open up this paper. So this one is the America the Beautiful, which is going to be a summer project class. I haven't quite decided, but that's just the insert. This one, Echo Park does make this one as well, and you can also get this off scrapbook.com. But let me flip this around. Before I forget, it does come with a sheet of stickers as well. So you've got a whole sheet of stickers that come with this. So let me flip it and show you the printed side first. So here you have all of these different pinwheels in these gorgeous colors. The red, whites, and blues. And the flip side to that are these different hot air balloons. Loving it. So there's 2 sheets of that, by the way. And then let me do this, since there's 2 sheets of each one of these. Then you've got these fireworks on this side. And then the flip side to that is going to be these banners of flags, different flags, pennant flags, American flags, the rodeo kind of flags. I don't know if that's what they're called, but that's what they look like to me. So that is going to be the next 2 sheets of paper. And then you have, there we go. One side is this blue check, and the other side is all these images, flags, pinwheels, bicycles, fireworks, hot air balloons, bands, just all these different images that really, really coordinate with each other. Those are the next 2 sheets. And then we have flowers. Let me flip this over. There we go. So one side is flowers. And then you have these pre-printed pieces here. You can't have American paper without some red and white stripes. So we have red and white stripes on one side. And then this other side has these pre-printed, they look like they're 4x4 pre-printed little cards. And the last set, one side has all of these different stars to it. And the other side has these, looks like 3x5, maybe 3x4 pieces of pre-printed cards as well. So if you do some smaller album scrapbooking, and you need some decorating pages, you've got those. But that is all of that is the America the Beautiful by Echo Park summer project coming soon. I don't think I got the coordinating cardstock for this because I'm going to try to use what I have on hand, but if it's too off for me, then I'm just going to end up getting the coordinating cardstock. I'm going to try to work with that. And then the last one is, I'll show you this really quickly, and then we will call it a day. I know we're a little bit over, but the last one is the Echo Park Our Baby collection. And on the back, there's a sheet of stickers. So you do get a sheet of stickers with your paper collection. And this also is available in a 6x6 pad as well. So you got a couple of sheets that are the same, and one side has all these images over here to the left. Look at that. Giraffes, elephants, bears. And then the flip side to that has this coordinating pattern paper. And then the next two sheets we have one side has these pre-printed pieces here. This one has them in 1 through 12 months with a few little interim pieces there. And then the flip side to that is like a starburst kind of image. Totally coordinates, totally. And then we got to have some rainbows. You got to have rainbows. So this one side is nothing but rainbows. And then this other side is a coordinating, like a stitch. Just Echo Park. The next sheets, you have these pre-printed cards right here. And the flip side to that is this pretty color green with like white polka dots. This is going to be a scrapbook class coming up. And I did get the coordinating paper for that. I know I did. This one side has all these different baby images. Got the laundry hanging, bottles, diaper stuff, toys. And then you've got this pattern, this really pretty pattern with all of the colors in it. Super cute. And then you have more pre-printed cards, 3x4, and then you have this particular stripes. I call this yellow sometimes like mustard poo color. I know that we've all seen that poo color in that color, right? So there's that one. And then I did get the, did I get one or two? Oh, I just got one. But I did get the coordinating cardstock for this as well. I think I got two of them. Or did I? I don't know. But anyway, I did get that. So that will be the scrapbooking series coming up. And then what I'm going to do is, if you remember, I used to post videos when I would do the pattern paper cutting and the cardstock cutting when I was doing a close to my heart kit. I'm going to be doing the same thing with those the baby scrapbook album, so that if you like that paper and you want to get it, or anybody else out there that has bought that paper or has similar paper and maybe is going to like the design, then you will be able to use those same cutting videos for any paper that you want to use, any kind of baby paper that you want to use. So let's see. Rose said it's called bunting. Oh, is that rodeo? I was thinking, I couldn't think of what the name was. I gotcha. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So thank you all for joining me this Sunday afternoon. Thank you for spending an hour or so with me. I enjoy my Sunday afternoon time with all you ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching. And thank you for watching from Facebook or YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And other than that, y'all all have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you will have a Well, we're already on Sunday, so enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening and make sure to check on your elderly neighbors. I got to go feed some babies because it's time to feed them again. But yeah, enjoy your evening. And we'll see y'all next Sunday. Don't forget to look out for an uploaded video on YouTube later this week. So make sure you have your bell notifications turned on. And other than that, we will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.